Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the daily forecast for August the 10th, 2007. Right, okay, bit of a strange one today. Some of you will have noticed that there's been no daily cards the last couple of days. And thank you for the people that have messaged me regarding that. There is a reason for that, okay? On Monday, I sat and done the weeklies, okay? Now, when I do the weeklies take me 11 hours to do of constantly sitting and, channeling and whatever comes out, and I do it and I love it, and you all get your messages and 99% of you are happy with them, okay? But there's this little few percent, and, I'm all up for being challenged, okay? I'm up for that. If you have a problem with the way I read or anything like that, please get in touch with me and we can sort this out. I'll even talk to you on Skype to get that sorted out. But I don't encourage bullying at all, okay? And this is what I've had this week. Yes, we've got some crazy planetary energies, when everybody is feeling all tense and stuff like that, but bullying is not acceptable, and I will call you out on it, okay? Anybody that puts abusive messages on my wall, they will be blocked instantly. I'm not going to get into a battle with you. They will be blocked, okay? And what I want to say here is, basically, we all sit behind a keyboard, and there's a lot of keyboard warriors, and I see this on social media as well as on my channel and other people's channels, okay? So basically you're uploading videos and it takes a while to upload them, okay? You don't just do it and they're there. So you upload, maybe 2 go up, and then you're getting messages. Where is Aries? Where is Leo? Where is this? Where is that? Where are your monthlies? Where are this? Where are that? They will come in perfect time. This actually, if anything, it doesn't encourage me to get them done quicker. It more or less wants me to say, fuck you, and you're going to wait until last. That is the way I work, I do not play into any games. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because what I want to say is, like I say, we all sit behind this keyboard and we don't realise that typing is very much like our words, and our words are spells, okay? What we put out into the world is important. We need to practice what's the word? We need to practice being responsible for our words, and also noticing if our words will help a situation, okay? There's a great thing and it's called think. So before you speak or before you type, think. The first thing is T. Is it true? Is what you're putting out there, is it true? Is it based on fact or is it based on your assumption? The second one, H. Is it helpful? Is whatever you feel the need to write without thinking, is that going to help the situation, and is it going to help you to feel better? There's I. Is it inspirational? Are you putting something out there that is going to help somebody else to rise and make them feel good? Or is it going to drag them down? And is it going to affect them in a way that you don't know about? N. Is it necessary? Is it really needed? Is what you're putting out there, if it is coming from a place of venom or whatever, is it necessary to say that? And then K, the final one, is it kind? Okay? Because there is so much ugliness in this world at the moment that every single one of us should make the choice to be kind, okay? And this is with our words, and we need to see. The Yogi Bhajan says that the other person is always you. Always remember the other person is you. And I've took this last couple of days to actually process this, okay? Some of you know and some of you don't, but I have a brain tumour, okay? I have a tumour on my pineal gland, which is the seat of my soul, which is where I channel from. When I work that a lot, the tumour actually gets aggravated and it causes quite a lot of problems, okay? It causes problems with my speech and it causes problems with my short-term memory, amongst other things. So sometimes I will say the wrong words, okay? That is not the wrong words. That it is there. What is being said. You read the gist of it and you get it. You know, it's actually very frustrating, and it's very hard to sit in front of a camera and do that, you know, because I had a fear, what if I mess up, what if anything like that, you know, but I do it because this is, you know, these messages mean a lot to people, and it is my job to serve. So like I say, it isn't easy sitting here doing that, especially when you know that, you know, you could sort of slip up with something. Last week was a very strange week for me. There is somebody who has basically been in my life from being born. They're the same age as me, and they nearly died last week through a very not a nice situation. So I had to spend time with them. I had to spend time with my thoughts about what would have happened had they gone, you know. So a lot of stuff brought up. I spent time with the family, which was very distressing, you know, but I spent time there to offer my love and support to that situation. So I was very tired, but I still thought I need to get these videos out and I need to put them out, okay? When I do the videos, I shuffle each card and I say, right, okay, this is for whatever star sign that I'm working on. Scorpio comes before Sagittarius. So I made the mistake of actually, while I was doing Sagittarius, is saying Scorpio a couple of times, okay? Now, when I say this thing in my brain, the only way I can describe it, there's a brilliant documentary by David Lynch called My Beautiful Broken Brain. And if you watch that, that will actually make you understand. It's a different scenario, but it's very similar to what I experienced with this thing with my brain. But it's sort of like when you type into Google. So you type the first letter, and then Google actually predicts what you're going to say. And this is what happens with me. So I say, you know, I went to say meditation the other day and I said Mediterranean. You know, I went to say okie doke and I said okie dog, and things like that. You know, they're little slip-ups. You know, and like I say, the people around me find them amusing, and we laugh at them because it's, you know, it's a Tanya thing. The fact that I am then slated for that, okay, and people then saying that they don't believe the readings, they can't buy the readings because I'm saying it's for Scorpio instead of Sagittarius. Get a fucking life, please. You know, you don't know what went on in my life last week, you know, and like I say, this is why I'm saying about this. This isn't a pity party. I'm not wanting, you know, anything else, but to just explain that before you type those words, make sure that you know the facts about what is going on. Everybody is ready to attack. These readings, the readings I do and the readings many other readers do, are for free. You do not pay for these, okay? You do not pay anything to watch these readings. You know, I'm actually charged time and energy. That is what I put into it. So I am paying a price for these. And to get stuff like that. Also, people saying that I pick on a certain star sign. Are you for fucking real? Do you think that I have nothing more important in my life to target out a single star sign and, you know, give them a bad reading? I say what is there. I say what I see. You know, sometimes we have planetary arrangements that are actually focused in a certain star sign. So yes, for a couple of weeks, their readings probably won't be the best and they may be experiencing a challenging time. So I am not going to tell them that it's all going to be sunshine and roses and fucking unicorns when it's not. Okay? So like I say, please think before you speak. I am not going to engage with anybody. Today I have been blasted because I have a sign that says love is all you need and I dye my hair and wear makeup. So apparently, you know, I'm totally conflicting and conforming. It's like, it's pathetic. And yes, I don't let it affect me personally, but sometimes I just think, you know what? I'm going to fucking call this out, you know? It is not cool. It is a form of bullying. And, you know, this is what we should grow out of when we are children. This is what I try and teach within these videos, to sort of say, don't let your ego take control, because your ego is not your friend. And if you're watching these videos, you're watching them for a reason. So if you are then blocked for them, then you can't see them, you know, or if you don't like them and you don't like the way I read, don't come back. That will make your life easier and it will make my life easier as well. Okay? So like I say, I just needed to get that out because I was, you know, I was at the point where I was like, you know what? Why do I even bother? And I don't like getting like that because I know why I bother. And the messages I get on a daily basis and the emails from the people who say that these messages help, you know, That is why I bother. And it's like being in a school, you know, everybody, it's like, oh yeah, you know, it's you're spoiling it for everybody else. Well, you're not going to spoil it for everybody else, because no matter how much abuse I get, you know, I am not going anywhere, and I will be there for the people that need me and the people that appreciate these as well, okay? And thank you to every single one of them. Thank you for your gratitude. Thank you for your messages of support, because that means so much to me. And that is why I am still sitting here and you are listening to me have a little bit of a rant, you know? So it's like I say, this is why I do it, you know, because I am hopefully spreading the love, but I will not tolerate the hate. Okay, not on my watch. It's not going to happen. You know, go somewhere else, you know, where people do. And also look at what is it within you that feels the need to do that. What part of you is hurting? What is it that these videos are triggering for you? Okay, because there is something there. And like I say, I'm sending love to that part of you, but I am not going to tolerate the childish immaturity and the hate-driven thing neither, you know. So challenge me all you want. I am there. I am always up for a challenge, you know, but don't try and bully me, because I will not be bullied, okay? So sorry that I have to actually say that, but I don't think just about me. I think in general, be very, very careful of your words and what you are sending out there, because the thing is, whatever you send out there, you get back. And these people with that much anger and everything are usually the people that are having the sort of crappy, shitty lives, you know, and wondering why, you know. I will not sort of play into your victimhood. You know, I will not play into that. And I am not going to, you know, I am not going to engage in it, okay? So save yourself the time, save me the time, and don't put anything, otherwise you will be blocked, okay? So I'm so sorry about that, but it had to come out. Right, so today, the reading, okay? Quite bizarre. It's you know, this is why I love spirit. Oh, and I have, right, okay, I have my 2 little house guests coming there. I'm babysitting 2 dogs, and it's just been absolute madness. So this is the 5 of Wands, and this always talks about conflict, okay? So there's conflict going on at the moment. There's conflict going on in the world, you know, and we choose whether we want to inhabit that part of it, you know. This is saying that, you know, people are there, they're ready to attack. And if we have a look at that, there's conkers in it. Now, any of you who aren't in England, you might not know what conkers are. They're horse chestnuts. And when we were kids, you would get a horse chestnut. When it fell, you would put a nail through it. You would then put string in it, and you used to use it to smash your opponent's conker. Okay, that's what you used to get. You used to smash them apart. So a bit like a wrecking ball it was, you know. But it was a childish game, you know, and life is not a game. So, you know, what is it you really want about winning? What is this thing? You know, you might be feeling challenged now. And, you know, like I say, we are ready to attack. You know, this is what happens, you know, and some people want to be challenged. Some people, that's their way of getting attention by you attacking them, okay? And like I say, I've succumbed to it today. I shouldn't have said anything around that, but I need to call it out, you know. I really, really needed to call it out and just say that I am not engaging in it anymore, you know. So some people like the frisk, so to speak. You know, everybody's up for an argument because they're like, yeah, look what I done and I won, you know. That isn't good, because that doesn't make you friends. That doesn't, you know, questioning somebody else's integrity, you know, or attacking somebody else or judging somebody else does not make you cool. You know, it makes you a bit of a dick. And there are a lot of dicks in the world, you know, so don't be one. So what this does with conkers is, you know, you rain blows down on the other person and you do damage. And people don't realise that words do damage too, okay? We say something because we think we're witty and we think it's great and we think, oh yeah, I got one over on them. But you don't know that damage that them words have done. And so many people that I read for, so many people I witness, and myself included, you know, have huge wounds that have came from words. Not from sticks, you know, not from stones, not from beatings or anything like that. From words that have been said to us. So words are very powerful. The old thing, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Absolute bollocks. You know, words are so powerful, and vicious words can hurt. They can cut to the core, you know. And think about, do you want to be the person that actually damages another person because of that? You know, it's not a cool way to be. So you may be the victim of this at the moment, and what it's saying is don't engage in it, you know. The actions of these people who feel the need to do this, they are coming from an unenlightened mind. They're coming from an egoic mind. You know, they are in a dark place themselves, and they need to spew this hate and this venom out into the world. And that bounces right back to them. And then they wonder why their life is continuing in darkness, you know. So this is about quarrels, it's about conflict, it's confusion, because often other people's words can make us doubt ourselves, you know, and this can stop us doing, like, it can take us off our path, it can detour us, and we say, who am I to be like that? Oh God, we don't want to upset people by doing that. You know, people have said to me, I spoke to my friend this morning about this, and she said, you know, Tanya, if you're putting yourself in the public eye, you need to be open to getting abuse. And I said, no, I don't. You know, I will never be open to getting abuse. You know, it is not. A lot of people think that, you know. I have friends of mine who are in the public eye who get disgusting messages, and it's not cool, you know. And it's not just oh, well, that's what people do. No, it's not. Call them out on it. You know, because it's not right. And hopefully if one person who is sitting watching this now realises the error of their ways, or where they have acted in this way, then that is one person less that is going to get hurt as well. Okay, so this is why I'm doing this. So like I say, there could be confusion internally around you as well. And it's like everybody seems to have an opinion on what you're doing or what you're not doing, you know. And opinions are like arseholes. Everybody's got one, you know. But it's, don't let them get to you. Don't, you know, this is it. You know, you don't need to fight back, but you need to have boundaries. You know, don't take it personally, which, like I say, you know, I'm not taking this personally, but they were personal to me. You know, anybody who has connected with me in any way know that I do what I can, you know, when I can. That's it. So it's like I say, this is like, you know, don't allow their ego to sort of fire up your ego as well. You know, debate is healthy. Have debate with people. Like I've said, I'm up for a challenge. You know, challenge me on what, you know, my beliefs, on the way I read, on anything like that. Challenge me on that. I'm up for that. You know, it is healthy. It's great. We can both learn something from that. You know, when we both listen to each other, we can actually learn. But when you're fire and abuse, then that sort of gets rid of your right to be listened to, you know. So we can all find some common ground. And like I say, in this world at the moment, we need to pull together rather than be segregated, because that is the way the world is going, and that isn't the way that the world should be. So this is saying, you know, stop this internal battle with yourself, and stop any external battles as well. You know, if you have something to say, you know, I do it. If I'm angry at somebody, I write. And I write and I let everything out, but I don't send it. It's my way of release, but I don't send it because I know that could hurt the other person, because it's coming from my ego. And we all have an ego. Nobody loses it. We just learn to control it, and we learn through past mistakes that it doesn't get us anywhere. So like I say, take the anxiety away from this. This is what this is talking about, you know, and don't engage in the fight. The first art of war: do not engage, you know, because like I say, both parties end up getting hurt, and this is not about winning, you know. It's not about winning at all. It's about doing damage to another human being, and in turn doing damage to yourself, because whatever you put out will come back to you, you know. And that is the greatest law. That is what happens, you know. So the Osho card, like I say, Osho always says it like it is. And this is a beautiful, beautiful card here. And this is saying, you know, this is talking about, like, you know, when you give out, you know, you get back. But this is good or this is bad. So choose what you want to get back in your life. And then that will hopefully, you know, sort out what it is you give as well. Because to have, you need to give all to all. And this is talking about action as well. And if we have a look, there's like a mandala there. And in the right hand of it, it's holding up its right hand in an attitude of receiving, and the left hand is down in an attitude of giving. And this is it, you know, it needs to be balanced. You know, people can't just take and take and take. You know, there needs to be some give as well, you know, and you can't give and give and give all the time without getting something back. So this is talking about the energy field that we create on a daily basis around us, and we need to keep that flow. If we do too much giving or too much taking, the flow stops and it goes out of balance, and we will feel that, and we will feel discord as well. So this is talking about our inner power as well, and it tells us to express gratitude. Every single day we should have gratitude, you know. Like I say, I am so grateful for the people that send me messages and that watch this channel, but I'm also grateful for these people as well that give the abuse, because they actually then encourage me to put my boundaries up, and they tell me, you know, you can do it. You know, you need these boundaries and you can stand up for yourself, which was something that for years and years I never done. You know, so I am grateful for them, because they make me realise how strong and resilient I am. But also it makes me realise that there are other people out there that aren't as strong, you know, and they are the people that I am actually making this video for, you know, to say that you can't stand up to bullies. You don't have to just sit down and surrender to them, you know. So this is it. This is about looking at the energy. And like I say, when we live in gratitude, we live in abundance. You know, we live in a nice world. We don't bring the negative into our world, you know. In my personal life, I don't have this negative. I've cut people out of my life who I love. But because the negativity is there, I've had to do it, you know. So I'm not going to take it from people that I don't know and that don't know me, but are judging me on a 10-minute video that I do, you know. So this is it. And the law of attraction states that what we give out, you know, what we focus on most is what we will get back. So if we focus on the bad and the hate-filled, you know, the hateful thoughts and, you know, and all of this, and thinking that, you know, you are getting singled out and you are getting a bum deal from the universe and everybody else is against you, you know, because you're of a certain star sign, you know, or if you actually get that annoyed and hate and filled with hate and rage because somebody says the wrong word, then really look at yourself and look at what you are attracting into your life. You know, because if you knew how powerful your thoughts were, you would never have a negative one again. So this is saying you have an opportunity now to participate with others, to make your contribution. And in doing so, you know, we all have the ability to create something greater and more beautiful than we can actually manage alone. You know, this is why we are all in this together. Your participation in this, you playing a part in this, will nourish not just you, but you will contribute something precious as well to the whole. And this is what we all need to do. We're all here to serve in some way, you know. So like I say, this is being kind again. Kind is a beautiful, beautiful word. You see, world. Yeah, how many of you are going to slate me there for saying that, you know? And it's, you know, when you are feeling helpless, help someone. That's what the Yogi Bhajan said again. You know, because by helping other people, you are not only healing them, you are healing yourself as well. And you are bringing good juju back to yourself. And you realise then that you were a lot better off than you thought you were as well. So it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. And we need to remember that we're all in this together. You know, we're all in this together. So why cause conflict? You know, some people thrive on it. And as I've said before, when you give up on your dreams, usually then the void is filled with drama. And drama, you know, people thrive on the drama, but it's not the people that do, it's their ego that do. And like I say, they're sad, they're lonely, you know. So send love to these people. But like I say, remember, you always be kind. in whatever situation there is. Okay? So I hope that makes sense as well. And the Colette Baron Reid card that we have is coming to the edge. And this is in the protection position. And this talks all about fear. And it's saying that fear is taking you to places that you don't want to go. And a lot of this fear that you have is an old illusion. It's not real, but it is keeping you fear. And in some reason, some way, these people that send these nasty things, they're coming from a place of fear. They're not coming from love, because love wouldn't do that. Love doesn't speak that language. You know, so there's a belief that isn't true there. And like I say, what happens with this is you feel alone, you feel unloved, you feel judged, you feel that you aren't part of something. But really what is happening is you are the one that is like keeping yourself apart, you know, because you want if you want the drama in your life, you know, then you're not going to have the good. It doesn't come. Drama doesn't actually bring you good things and good people and good times. It doesn't. It makes you more alone and it makes you more distant. So if you're wanting to feel like you belong, you know, then look at where is drama standing in the way of you actually feeling that you are part of something. Because fear is a liar, okay? It is false evidence appearing real. It isn't true. And like I say, when I said think before, the first thing before you act is this true or is this based on assumption? The more you dwell in fear, the more real it becomes. And then we end up in this huge bubble, which we don't know. We've built around ourselves. We're living in fear and we're constantly scared. So we're constantly on the attack. Because when we are scared, we attack. That is what happens, you know. So we build this world around us by focusing on this negative. And anybody that says anything, we're ready to jump on them, you know. Because we are terrified. We are terrified that they are out to get us in some way, when really it's the other way around. We are the ones that are attacking where attack shouldn't be there. So when you feel this, or if anybody around you is feeling like this, I'm not saying this is everybody, I'm saying ask them, you know, who in me is afraid? What part of me is afraid? What part of me here is sort of building these attacks on false evidence? What am I threatened by? Okay, because that's it. What am I threatened by, you know, when you feel this? If you feel the need to put venom towards somebody, what is it about that person that actually makes you feel smaller? You know, because a lot of time when we are here to shine, and when we shine, that can get in people's eyes. You know, people don't like it. I said this before, some people love the sunshine. They go out and they bask in it and they feel good and they feel alive and feel all this vitality and everything, you know. But other people stay indoors and keep themselves covered because they're scared of getting burned. And this is what happens when people attack, or you attack other people. There's something about them shining that you do not like, you know. So this is saying it's okay to be scared, okay, but you don't need to then inflict that on somebody else. If you're scared and you participate, you can go to somebody and say, I'm scared, can you help? And they will. But if you go to somebody and say, you are making me scared, you are this, you are that, you are blah, 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 it's your fault, and you blame that person, that help that is there for you, that sanctuary will just step away, because that does not sort of play the game of drama. Okay, so it's like I say, you know, spirit are always with you, spirit are always listening as well. It's like when you're a little kid and they say, you better be good, man, because Santa's watching. You know, that happens with spirit. And like I say, if you want presence and presence within your life, they're saying there, you know, then be kind and give what you can, and give from a loving place rather than a hate-filled place. Because if you give from a hate-filled place, whatever you're gonna get back has been built on that. Okay? So you that is the gift you're giving to yourself. More hate, more venom, more resentment, and more unhappiness. Okay? So, like I say, I encourage challenges, but I will not encourage bullies in any way. And I hope that their messages have helped people today. I do apologise that I've had to do this for the people that it has nothing to do with at all, because there are so many of you. I get so much love from people on a daily basis, and I am massively grateful for that. I really, really am, you know. But it's comical. I mean, sometimes I put a video up and say it's a 30-minute video, and I put it up 30 seconds ago and there's a dislike on it. It's like, you know what it is? If you dislike me, then don't come to my page, man. You know, see it for what it is. It's comical. It's laughable. But like I say, remember how words can hurt as well. And people sit behind their computer and they're so brave, you know. But I'm ready. If you have something to say to me, call me out on it. And I will be there and I will take a challenge. Okay? So, like I say, please, I will not tolerate bullying. And this is not just for me. This is for other readers out there, the people that watch. Because I'm not the only one that gets it. Some people get it 10 times worse. And it's horrible, you know. We are putting our time and effort into this. You know, and if, like I say, if you don't like it, you know, what is it? They always said, you know, I was taught from an early age, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Okay? Right, so I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what we say. Right. Emotional breakthrough. And this is emotional transformation, release, freedom. It's safe for you to express how you feel. Let it all out and relationships will deepen as a result. So that actually seems quite contradictory, but it's not. Because the thing is, the words that people are putting out there, what I've been talking about, is not how they really feel. It's like we are never angry for the reason we think we are. So this is about feeling. Before you feel the need, before you have the need to type abuse or negative or dismiss somebody or something like that, look at what part of you, what emotion in you is needing a release. Okay? What is it that you're feeling? Because you're feeling discomfort in some way. And like I say, the next few weeks, there's going to be a lot of discomfort coming up. But look at that and see what it is and allow that emotion to come out rather than turning that emotion to venom projected towards somebody else. Feel that, okay? Feel what you are feeling. Feel the discomfort. Explore it. See where it is coming from and what has happened in the past that is making you feel that and what has triggered you in the present to make you feel that again. Okay? So I really feel that that is quite an important message. There is light in this darkness. And anybody who feels the need to project like this is coming from a dark place. Okay? But there is always light there. And there is always help there. And there's always people that will be able to sort of, like I say, relationships deepen as a result. There will be people there to listen when you actually communicate clearly. Okay? So I hope that made sense. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. via my website. The link is below. Sorry. Right, okay. Wilma, get away. Sorry, she is just so full of love, this dog there. She's absolutely beautiful. So if anybody would like, there's Ganesh away. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The link is below. And I'll be back tomorrow with the cards of today. I really think I have, like I say, feeling challenged. I'm being challenged by German Shepherds here, and then we can't forget Wilma, Maisie as well. Come here, Maisie, say hello. This is Maisie. She's the old girl. She's a beauty. So yes, it's been quite eventful in this house. They're here for another week, and I'm absolutely loving them. So I hope that message made sense to you. And like I say, it was just something I feel that I needed to say. Okay, I'm sending a lot of love to you and a lot of gratitude for everybody who helps me to continue doing this channel, okay? Because there is times when I really think, what is the point? But you show me the point on a daily basis. Okay, thank you. Sending lots of love. Sat Nam.